Hi, this is Dave Philippi with FabCAD, and I'm going to show you how you can easily watermark your drawings by using your company logo. So first of all, let's find something to watermark. So let me just go to go into my tool palettes over here. I'm going to drag in this gate sketch here, and you notice when I bring it in, it's already exploded, because usually it's a block. So what I did was I went into the properties, and at the explode option, the default is set for no, but I changed it to yes. Now you may want to keep it no if you're doing something like a finial or something like that. Anyway, so we'll start with this. I'll go to the gate program and I'll import a template, load this, just to get the materials. We're going to use the custom sketch option. Gate dimensions, we're not going to have any finials on this, so I'm just going to backspace that and the add finials option goes away. The gap in between the top and the bottom is 5 inches. The members, I'm going to make all this 1.5 inch square tube. What we're going to do with this one, we're going to make every other picket longer go through there. So wall thickness is 0, just check it. And then I'm going to copy this to the left rail, the right rail, the bottom rail, and the secondary top rail, and then click OK. And then the vertical pickets, I want to have the pickets stop at the secondary top rail. I want the pickets to be odd, so nothing over 4 inches, but I want an odd number of pickets so I have a nice layout. So that the pickets start and end with the same length. Click OK. Let's miter it. So check that. We're just going to draw half of this. So I'm going to click Draw and select custom drawing, put a window around that, right click, and there's my gate. So now we want to extend every other picket. So we're going to be using the rail extend command here. Rail extend. So I'll go up here and pick, it's in our flyout, rail extend. It says select boundary edge, which is this piece here. And select the object to extend. I'm going to start with this one and go every other one. Now, if I wanted to extend all of them, I could use a crossing, but since I'm doing every other one, I have to pick them all individually. Okay. Now, this intermediate piece is 1.5 inch square tube. If I don't want to cut holes in it, then I have to trim off the mid part of this. So I have the short pieces to weld on. So I can use the rail trim for that. You notice all these items are curved. It works with curved items now, not just lines. So I go trim, rail trim. And my two options are trim from one end or trim out the mid. So we're going to click mid. It says select first boundary edge. I'll pick this one here. And then select this one here. And then you select the objects to trim. I can also use fence. I hit F and enter. And I can draw a fence through this, like a little mini crossing. And right click. And now they're all trimmed. And then I do a bill of materials update. And I've added all these short pieces in here. Okay. The next thing is to watermark this drawing. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to insert a photo. And I'm picking one of our library customers, Architectural Iron Designs, will use their logo. And what your logo, no matter what kind of image, if it's a JPEG or a PNG or whatever, you can just go ahead and bring that into the drawing. So I click OK. And there's Architectural Iron Designs. Now, watermarking, as you know, is basically like a shaded object. So you click on this item here, and you get an image ribbon, and you've got a fade setting. So I'm going to fade this thing down to about high 80, something like that. Okay. And then I'll move it in to the drawing. Pop it in like so. Okay, so there's the faded logo. Now, it's sitting on top, so we've got these draw order commands, and those are located under layout tools. And here you've got bring to front, send to back, all these others. We want to use send to back, and we're going to click on this image and send it behind the pickets, okay? Now, the other thing we may want to get rid of, we got this frame around the picture. There's another command called imageframe. So if I type that, the setting right now is 1. So there's only 2 settings for any value, 1 or 0. So if you don't like the one that it is, do the opposite. So I'll just do 0 and do enter. Okay, now the frame is gone. And I have my watermark behind the gate.